Hey, welcome to the Slow MTG. It's been a while since I cracked something. I've been super busy, but I'm a bit late to the party. Gonna crack this Ravnica Clue edition, or if you live in this part of the world, it's known as Cluedo. It's Clue in the US, and in the rest of the world, it's known as Cluedo or Clue. Yeah, they say Cluedo even though it says Cluedo. But anyway, Clue is a new way to play Cluedo as well as multiplayer Magic Gathering. Now, if you joined your play party, you would have gotten one of these Lavinia Foil Conspiracy. It's a new card that comes in this edition of Clue. Basically, Lavinia says Vigilance. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, investigate. Tap at 2 generic colorless. Activate only during an opponent's turn. Spell slinging deck. And then there's some special things I want to show you. But let me just get cracking into one of these first. And let's see. So they come in a kind of little box that looks like this. If you can see comparison to a card. It's quite cute, quite compact. Tear strip at the end. The usual Wizards hologram. And the back, you have a couple boosters and rules, notepads, blah, blah, blah. Different ways to play this. So there are a couple of ways to play this. Oops, I tore it in the wrong end. Anyway, let's get into it. So comes in a nice little box where you can put everything away and store it so you can replay it again. Think of it as something that you sort of like board games in a box, a bit like Arch Enemy and some of their previous multiplayer ones. So it comes in a box like this. Good storage box as well. Pretty well made. And you can see it can, I'm not sure how well it'll store sleeved cards, but there are a couple of different things in here. There is this constructed deck of cards. That's to set up the game. Yeah, it tells you how to sort this out, where to keep your suspects' weapons in rooms. Got some box dividers here to set in the box little filler. Get rid of that. We've got these Clue Edition boosters. They're a little bit like Jumpstart boosters. I'll get into them in a bit. You can see the grooves here where you can fit in these things so you can have storage. I'm not sure if they fit things that are sleeved, but I can test it out in a bit. Dividers and these things at the side, this compartment here is to store a couple different things. The rule set, and what's most interesting is this box topper, which has a guaranteed shockland in there. So we've got, it plays up to 4, and we've got these, the shield. Basically, it's a screen a bit like a DM screen, so you want to be able to hide certain things so that your opponent, your notes most likely, because your opponent, you don't want to know what secrets you've discovered. Basically, it follows on the back of Murders at Karlov Manor, where somebody's been killed and you're trying to find who's responsible. So if you've ever played Clue or Cluedo, you realize that at the start of the game, you pull out something from this deck. You pull out a suspect, a weapon, and a room where the event or the murder happened. You put it away, and through the game, everyone's given a hand of different cards, and you're trying to deduce what people have in order to eliminate everything, so you know who did the murder and what weapon they used and what room they used. So this explains the rules. So it's like Clue without a board. Now, the way it works is 2 people. There are these 8 booster packs, so you can play. They're a bit like Jumpstart, where you take 2, you mash them out, and you shuffle them together. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can. There's replay value, but they are synced to the 10 Ravnica guilds at 2 packs each. So total of 20 different combinations. A bit like Jumpstart as well. What happens? You're supposed to jam both together, shuffle them. This is your library in the game. You will have this clue booster, which are open. Basically, the case file, and everyone will get a hand of cards that they know is theirs. And there'll be 3 that are set away as the murder weapon, the suspect, and the room it happens in. Now, the way you get, in normal Clue, you roll the dice and you move into a different room, and then you get to question somebody. Now, in this case, the only way you get to question somebody, there are 2 ways to do it. One, if you deal combat damage to a player, you can ask. Alternatively, at the beginning of your end step, if you haven't asked anybody, or they call it make a suggestion, you can exile cards with total mana value 6 from your graveyard. If you do, you just follow the rules and make a suggestion. So the way it works is, it says here in the rules, whenever 1 or more creatures you control deal combat damage to a player, you must make a suggestion. For example, you say, I suggest that the crime was committed by suspect so, with the weapon so in the room so. Then a player, that to a player that you deal combat damage to. That player then secretly shows you one of the cards if they turn up from your suggestion, if they have one. If you have more than one card, they choose which one to show you. Now, if you do multiple combat damage to multiple players, the player closest to your left that was dealt damage shows you this evidence card. If they can't, then the next player move along the line goes on and shows you. There's another additional rule here that's interesting. Whenever you show an evidence card to another player, you create a treasure token. So you get the ramp and it kind of accelerates the game. Excuse me. If you lose the game, you reveal all evidence cards to all players so they know what you have. At any point at the beginning of your end step after the suggestions have been made, you can make a guess, or they call it an accusation. If you guess all 3 right, you win the game. Now, the other way to win the game is, if you're wrong, you put it back in and you know, but the rest don't. The only other way to win is to knock everybody out. So the free-for-all rules still apply. There are 2 ways to win. You guess who is the murderer here, and you also eliminate everybody, so like multiplayer commander. Anyway, so they've done all the weapons and rooms and everything as Magic Gathering cards. So you see here, here's a wrench, here's 1 mana white, equipped creature gets +1/+1. These are new. Candlestick, lead pipe. They are so uncommons. Knife, rope. They're pretty basic, but they are very flavorful and thematic to the original Clue. So for example, rope, equipped creature gets +2/+1. Has reach and can't be blocked by more than 1 creature. Sacrifice rope, draw a card. Then you got the rooms. This ETB's tap, they're duels. And you can play Faith 4 to investigate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Somehow they match the 10 pairs of shards and wedges. No, sorry, the shards and pairs in... Sorry, not the shards. The color pairs in Magic, which are these at the end, the back. So 10 of them. And these are the suspects. They are new cards. Some of them are actually picking up. There's one of them in particular. Here, Mastermind Plum. This one has a bit of hype because it's treasure matters. So see here, Mastermind Plum, 2 and a black. Whenever Mastermind Plum attacks, exile up to 1 target card from graveyard. If an artifact card was exiled this way, create a treasure token. Whenever you cast a spell, mana was from a treasure was spent to cast it, draw a card, lose a life. That's pretty good. Good value. We've got Apothecary White. You got Senator Peacock, each with different abilities. You've got Headliner Scarlet. They're all mono-colored. They can be used as commanders. Except for this guy, I don't know why, Commander Mustard is Boros. Vigilance, other soldiers you control are Vigilance, Trample, Haste, 2, and Boros colors until end of turn. Soldiers you control gain whenever this creature attacks, it deals 1 damage to defending players. So pretty good. Do you want me to go through all of them? I think you can look them up. But anyway, the 6 suspects. What else can I say about this in terms of the rules? How do you distribute them? And can they sit in your deck? Yes. Let me go into here. Now, you can use them in traditional Magic in Eternal formats. Basically, yeah. So they are hidden from other players. They are left on the side. They are not added to your packs here. Now, then the way to do it is, it's a free-for-all. The free-for-all happens across 2 packs. Let's look at these. Now, there are some pretty valuable cards. They're like Jumpstart. There are 2 random... Oh, there we go. It says what you get on the start. Is it League? So this is it pairs? You really want to get Simic, Azorius. Those are the ones that are more valuable. Orzhov. So each of them, like most Jumpstarts, have 2 rares in them, as well as some basics and lands. So haven't got a Simic, or we've got Gruul, Izzet, Orzhov, and the values range from bulk to $15. I think one of the Simic ones, Lonus, the Geneticist, is quite valuable. So even if you open a Simic deck, you might not get Lonus because they're one of 2 possible combinations for Simic. I'll just open all of them. The 8 of them. So what you could do is have a board game experience in a box. You just pretty much sleeve them up and people can just shuffle and mash them up together. Okay, so we've got Izzet, Gruul. Let's see if we get any Simic or Azorius. We got Selesnya. Orzhov again. Izzet again. Orzhov again and Dimir. Wow, not a single Simic or Azorius. That is crazy. Pretty bad. Okay, anyway, let's just... wow, I'm kind of bummed. But anyway, let's just open one of them so you can see what they're like. There are two combinations. You know what? I'm going to open the ones that I got doubles of. So, got Izzet, Orzhov, 3 Orzhovs. Oh my god, this is crazy. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's just do the Izzet, because that's one of my favorite color pairs to play. Spell slinging, most likely. So, they come wrapped like this, and it's got the crest symbol here. You got your mix of commons, you mash them up together. Fire Urchin, Frostburn weird, Spellgorger weird. So these are the ones that all about slinging spells. Living Lightning, get stuff back from the graveyard. Lightning Bolt, that's a nice one. I wonder if the configuration is the same. Street Spasm, you got an Izzet Signet. Yeah, Raoul Vitel art. Direct Current, damage. We got one of these Thriving Bluffs that first came out in the original Jumpstarts. The quality is decent. I know Jumpstarts notoriously had bad quality printing in some of them. You got 3 different Gilgates, and then you have Corporeal Projection as well as Hypersonic Dragon as your 2 rares, and then you have 4 mountains. Actually, they're... Wow, where are the islands? I guess the only way to get islands, these 3 cards are probably more heavy on red than blue. So 2 rares here. Nothing too crazy in terms of value. Let's see if we get the exact same one, or we get something new. After this, I want to keep this video short because we all know what Jumpstart is like. I'll open up the Shockland and then we can have a look at what's in it. And I'll show you something special that I have. Make sure I'm in focus. Oh, something stuck in my hand. Okay, so this one is the second one. It's a little bit different. If you can see the card, if Erratic Visionary, Leapfrog, Thunder Drake, Consider, Repeal, nice card, Turn to Frog, Cameras Insight, Snow Day, Thriving Isle, couple of Gilgates, and then the rares, Resonance Technician, Stunt Double, and then you got Islands. So we've got 2 different Izzets. I guess if you want to collect the set, you need to buy multiple sets of these so that you can collect them all. Like I said, there are 10 guilds and each have 2 of each pairing. So full set, probably need to crack lots of different packs. Okay, there you have it. The opening of that, and then I'll get to the rest. I will save them. Do you want me to open anything? I open a Gruul, Endemia, Selesnya. Let's open an Orzhov one since I've got 3 of these. I think the Lavinia that you saw a bit earlier comes in an Azorius one, but really you want to be opening Lonis. This would be really crap if you had a 8-box edition and most of them were like leaning in on Orzhov, so lots of black, white cards. Some removal, Afterlife Insurance, Tactics. Got Syndicate Heavy. This is a new card. There are 10 or 20 new cards. So this one is Extort. Whenever you cast a spell, you may pay white or black. If you do, each opponent loses 1 life. You gain that much life. At the beginning of your end step, you gain 4 more life this turn. Investigate. Second one, Council's Judgment. Much needed reprint. This used to be a staple from Conspiracy. And then lots of planes. Much played in Legacy. When Legacy were top, what was that? Countertop Miracles was a thing. What happened to my other Izzet card? These are nice to keep as well. Like a friend of mine wants to use this to sort of divide his cards so he knows where the Izzet, all his Izzet cards. But anyway, all right, there we go. And let's get into the Ravnica Shock right here. The blue Shocklands are obviously worth the most. Steam Vents on Card Kingdom is going for 35, and Warrior Grave as well. All the usual popular shocks are fetching the most money. So I need to get a pair of scissors. They're really, really hard to open. I don't want to damage them. Give me a sec. Can't find scissors, so a blade will have to do. Okay, there we go. No, not quite doing it. Okay, let's go. Let's see what Shockland I get out of this pack. Hallowed Fountain. Not bad, not bad. It's a blue-based shock, probably worth about $30. So all in all, oh, I didn't talk about MSRP. This was pretty cheap here. I was just in Australia last week and it was double the price of what it cost in Singapore. This cost 65 to 70 Sing dollars. That's including tax. So that's about 50 US dollars. So that's not bad. You get a guaranteed shockland and you get this batch of cards, of which it's probably worth $10-15. Mastermind Plum is worth $5, and then you get the value varies type things in these packs here. And I'm trying to put together, the special thing I want to show is trying to put together a set of shocklands here. I already picked this up from my LGS who ordered 120 of these, but they're missing the Hallowed Fountain. So we've got Blood Crypt, which is actually set in a crypt. Sacred Foundry, which is looks like it's in a kitchen, not a foundry. Why? That's weird. Temple Garden, so it's set in a garden. Got Stomping Ground, I don't know, it's a living room, fireplace thing. Godless Shrine, it's not really a shrine, maybe someone died here. Got Overgrown Tomb, it's not quite a tomb, just looks like a derelict room. Got Steam Vents, which looks like a smelting facility. And we've got Breeding Pool, which looks like, I don't know, like someone's died in a swimming pool. And then we've got Hallowed Fountain, which you can see very clearly the Azorius symbols. All right, there you have it. I got another extra Hallowed Fountain. I was standing there and we cracked easily 12 of these together in the store, and we did not see a single Hallowed Fountain, which is kind of crazy. Oh, sorry, Watery Grave. So what I'm going to do now is, you know what? I was going to keep this sealed, but I'm just going to open it anyway because I'm trying to see if I might get rid of the rest of the cards in here. I'm going to crack open these packs. Like I said, this one is easily worth 20 because the Professor Plum or Mastermind Plum. We got the... Alright, let's move things out of the way. So let's see if I can get a Simic pack in this one and we can have a look. Azorius, yeah, that's not bad. That teacher card is worth $15, by the way, if you manage to get that one. Got Dimir. We've got Gruul again. Oh, another thing I wanted to test is to see whether or not sleeved cards will fit in here fine. Let's see. Yeah, they do actually fit sleeved cards here with quite a bit of room. So I guess this can be used as a storage box. I will see whether it can keep a complete commander deck in here, but otherwise, yeah, you got to find a use for the box. This can store your tokens, I suppose. It's not bad. All right, let's see if I got any Simic. No, Rakdos, that's the first Rakdos. Orzhov again, so we've got 4 Orzhovs. Another Selesnya. Orzhov again. Wow, I'm Orzhov heavy on this one. Is it? Wow, not a single Simic. I am a little bit gutted and bummed. No Lonus for me, but let's just open the ones that are different. Let's get into this. Azorius, Lorune, Enforcer, some familiar cards. It's a Draft Chef. This is, I don't know whether this is new. It might be a new card. Oh, Curse of Chains. This is definitely an old card. Rally to Battle. Seems like a typical aggro type, soldier type deck. Ooh, nice! Lavinia Foil to Conspiracy. That's a $10 card. And Supreme Verdict. That's a really good pack, actually. Not bad. Although, I think this cover bird is worth 15. So another Lavinia. Let's look at Rakdos since Rakdos wasn't... we didn't see one in the earlier deck. I might go back to my store. So my stores, they cracked so many and they're selling the loose packs. So I might see what I'm missing and see if I can try to complete the full set. It's not that hard. Orzhov things. Oh, Deadly Dispute. I'm going to get into... It's a good reprint. Murder. Downshifted Common. Gilgates, and then we got Frenzied Gorespawn. When it ETBs, for each opponent, go target creature that player controls. Spawn of Mayhem, this is a nice mythic that's reprinted from, I can't remember which, was it Eldraine? Oh no, Ravnica, one of the Ravnica. Got Spectacle, pretty strong. I think this is, you could consider that a bomb. Yeah, anyway, whenever one or more creatures attack one of your opponents, these creatures gain menace till end of turn. Oh, also the Golgari one has something that's kind of worth something. The Golgari has this insect buff type creature. Anyway, okay, enough of that. Let's see if I can get that elusive Watery Grave to complete my set. Let's go. I want to open this properly. No! Breeding Pool. Another blue dual worth about 30. So I'm still looking for that Watery Grave. If anyone knows a Watery Grave, hit me up. Still, blue duals are pretty good. I think in terms of value, let me look it up. Okay. Steam Vents, Watery Grave, Overgrown Tomb, Godless Shrine, Sacred Foundry, Hallowed Tomb, all about 30. Breeding Pool is 30. Then Temple Garden, Stomping Ground, Blood Crypt tend to drop off a bit. Alright, there you have it. I gotta bounce for dinner, but thank you for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it. And all the duels and all the special cards. Talk to you guys soon. Take care. Let me know if you like Clue as a game and whether you think you'll be picking this product up. If you get it at MSRP, I think it'll be pretty fantastic. Of 50. A lot of value there as you see the shocks and with some of these cards. Alright, thanks guys. Take care. Bye.